I can only imagine.
Tonight, live from the rinks in Hot Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the Niagara University Purple Eagles in an ACHA divisional matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. Well, the Seawolves are back home for a two-game set against Niagara after dropping 2 games last weekend against the 10th-ranked team, Adrian University. Tonight, the Seawolves will look to right the ship as they face off against the Niagara University Purple Eagles. Seawolves come into tonight's game with a 2-2 record, and Niagara comes in with a 2-3 record. The Seawolves will have to figure out a way to win without the services of 2 key players who have now left the team. This is an opportunity, of course, for those players who have been looking to crack the lineup, and tonight we're going to see a couple of them, Andy, as we bring in Andy Sukoff, our color commentator tonight. We'll get a little bit more into the rosters. The players are on the ice right now. What we'd like to really do right now is let's take a quick spotlight look at what we have out there.
And so we'll start with Stony Brook. Obviously, start with reigning, defending ACHA Player of the Year, JT Hall, number 17. In 4 games, he's got 4 goals and assists. So good for 5 points, 1 power play goal, 1 shorthanded goal, 4 penalty minutes, and a game winner. And right now he's averaging about a goal per game. You got number 75, Frank Kasha. Very strong shot from the point of the defenseman. 4 games, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. No power play goals, shorthanded goals. And he's tied for second on the team in assists. We're going to follow that up with a newcomer to the team, number 71, Devin Palmieri. We saw him in the URI series get 2 quick goals early, and that's where he's at right now. He's got 2 goals, no assists. One of those is a power play goal in 6 penalty minutes. Now going over to Niagara, we're going to look at what will probably be the biggest challenge for Stony Brook to defend today. Number 7, Dallas Sustak. 5 games, 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. That's an average of 1.6 points per game. 1 power play goals, no shorthanded goals, 8 penalty minutes, and a game-winning goal. Following that is going to be number 8, Tyler Stockwell. And also in 5 games, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points, 1 power play goal, 6 penalty minutes. And then you have number 21, Dalton Bew. 5 games, 5 goals, 1 assist, 1 power play goal, 4 penalty minutes. So we were talking about it earlier, Andy. Niagara has a lot of depth scoring-wise. They can get it from anywhere. And this team, I look at it, they're not a big team, but because of that, they should have a lot of speed that Stony Brook's going to have to counter with.
I was talking with the head coach of the Eagles, and his name is
Larry Berzikowski.
That easy to say, but Larry's in his 21st year. And I was talking with him about the consistency of the Niagara team over the last 3 years. We've also had some Long Islanders, kids that played with Trevor as well, that have gone to that school and have contributed to the success of their program. And they've had a winning record over the last 3 years. So they're playing in that that Northeast League. And, there's a lot of good talent up there. So these guys have competed against some tough teams. So they're not coming down here for an open skates, folks. They're going to come down here to try to take 2 games from the team that was ranked number 3 last week in the country.
That's the objective of any team. When they're going on the road, they want to take 2 games so that they can say, hey, we just won 2 on the road, and that's going to give us the momentum going forward.
Right, so they haven't had much. They're coming in with a 2-3 record. Their losses are mainly on the road. They've got a nice home win. They got a 13-1 win on home ice. But they've struggled a little bit on the road. But they're, again, relatively small, fast, quick team. And the Seawolves kind of match up with that now because they are that way as well. We'll see how these 2 teams come together. In goal tonight for both teams, for the Seawolves, it's going to be Payne Yoder who will get his first start. And it'll be Mike Parda for the Purple Eagles. And I got some stats on Parda, which
he's gotten the lion's share of the reps this season. So he's already played in 4 games.
Yeah,
Has
part
goals
of
against.
4 games, 2-2 record, 2.79, and then .916 goals against average. So he's seen enough rubber so far to get comfortable in this rink, I'm sure.
And then for Payne Yoder, like we said, it's his first start of the season, first game action he's going to see. So you have to think their nerves might be there a little bit.
Yeah, DePoy is going to back up Parter, and Tyler Huberty will be backing up Payne Yoder. So the teams are going to go off now. They're going to cut the ice. Had a little conversation with the head coach of the Seawolves regarding last weekend, and basically we didn't get a chance to watch the game, so we could only go on what they're telling us. And my conversation was basically that Adrian is a good team. They're ranked where they are right now, but they should be ranked lower. They should be probably in the 7 or the 6 range right now, maybe even lower than that. He felt they matched up pretty well against them. The game that went, the first game that went to a shootout, the Seawolves scored, and they needed Huberty to make a save, and they went down and scored on Huberty. They went down and didn't score, and then Adrian came down and scored and won the game. They thought that maybe the team may have had, still a little bit some issues with the bus and the long ride and so on and so forth. And then the second game, the team just came out flat. What happens is they got scored on at the end of the periods, and then when you go off the ice and then come back on, you gotta pick your game up. You can't be deflated, and
absolutely. When you give up a goal at the end of the period, it is deflating. So because then you have to go back into the locker room and think, okay, we just gave up a goal. How do we respond? And the general response for what you want to do is you want to score quickly. And unfortunately, in the second game, Stony Brook wasn't able to do that, and Adrian capitalized on that.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the lineup tonight. The Seawolves will start their JT Hall line. JT Hall will center number 14, Brandon Kalillo, and number 17, that's number 77, that's Chris Stemke.
And that's a spot where Justin Lizaldi would be.
Right.
So now Brendan Kalillo is getting a big opportunity here to play on the first line.
Right.
And he knows that all eyes are on him, because if he doesn't play well in that situation, he's going to be substituted with somebody else.
Right. It'll be next man up, so to speak, and and one of the forwards that has now left the team is Justin Lizaldi. So he's going to be missed. Another person who's no longer there and will miss is Gilbert on defense. So the Seawolves are going to be starting some other players tonight, and we'll go through that roster. They'll be starting the Hall line, but also in the lineup tonight will be number 11, forward Eddie Osowski, number 13, Matthew Crockett. Eli Lynn will get his first start, and Eli Lynn, I believe, will be on the 4th line. I want to confirm that before we move any further. Yeah, Lynn will be on the 4th line with Bakari and Cosina. So the lines will be Hall, Kalillo, and Stemke. The second line will be Beniamini, centering Bokikio and Palmieri. This is a big day for Palmieri as well. He will be stepping up into the second line, moving from the 4th line to the second line. The third line will consist of Crockett centering Bozer and Osowski, so that line kind of stays intact. And then the 4th line, as I said, will be Lynn. He will be centering Cosina and Bakari. On defense, Cartwright and Kosha, they will start. Kasha will start. Heffernan and Shirting will be a pairing. Miller and Kowicki. Kowicki will be in the lineup tonight. And Kowicki is a sophomore right winger, and he will be in the lineup tonight, along with Xavier Patterson, a junior, 6'1", 205, big kid, gets his chance to be on the ice as the 7th defenseman for the Seawolves tonight. So that's going to be basically the lineup for the Seawolves. As far as Niagara, they will start number 27, Matt Bavaro, who happens to be an old Bethpage local Long Island kid. He will be centering Dave Fish out of Hudson Falls and Trevor Evans Trevor's out of Newfane. And then on defense, there'll be number 2, Matthew Jankitek. And he's out of Northport, New York. So Matthew is a big kid, 6'2", and he'll be playing defense, along with number 3, Seth Gustin, out of Phoenix, Arizona. Seth is also 6 foot. And in nets, they will have Mike Parda, and he'll be backed up by DePoy. So we are getting close to the taking a break here. Thanks for tuning in and watching the pregame show of Seawolves Hockey Live. And we are going to take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the game, probably within the next 5 or 10 minutes. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. And Miani along with Andy Sukoff, Trevor behind the controls, the cameras, everything else. Welcome to Seawolves Hockey Live as we are anticipating both teams to get on the ice here and get this game going. Niagara coming down for 2 games. Coming in with a 2-3 record. Stony Brook coming in with a 2-2 record and looking to right the ship after last week, dropping 2 against Adrian, 1 in a shootout and 1 in dirty, just dirty. I mean, anytime you get shut out in the game, it's a dirty game. So one team showed up, one didn't. So that's the way it goes.
I mean, sometimes you do run into a hot goal in there, and you can't do anything about that. But this is a game that Stony Brook needs to win. They need to get momentum back on their side. They need to dictate the tempo early and really take control and keep the crowd in it.
Now, our linesmen Stewart and Lax are out on the ice along with our head official. We'll get you that in a second. Coaches are on, at least the head coach of the Seawolves is on the bench as the coaching staff of Niagara makes their way as we get ready to bring the Seawolves on to the ice. We've got a few new players in the lineup tonight, so chance for Xavier Patterson to get some ice. Chance for also Eli Lynn as well. He will be centering the 4th line. We already mentioned that Devin Palmieri has moved up to the 2nd line. And Brandon Kalillo has moved up to the 1st line. So
all these players do still know that ice time is earned, not given, so that they need to go out there and give them everything they got on every shift, so that way they can stay out there.
We're going to kick it down to the public PA announcer for the starting lineups. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break and we will be back.
At this time, we
we are just about ready for game time here. Andy, like we've both been saying in the pregame, this is a very important game for both teams.
Absolutely. It is, like I said, right now, the only way you kill a losing streak is win. There's no other way to get around it. Yep. So we're going to, unfortunately, folks, we're going to have to wing it with one camera tonight because we don't have any other help up here with us. So we'll do the best we can as we get ready to go here. As Pincus is our head referee, and he will drop the puck, and we'll get things rolling here.
It's going to be Hall taking the face-off here against Evans. And we were told about Trevor Evans before the game that he's one that Storybrooke's really going to have to pay attention to start the game.
Face-off one, and it's scrum in the middle ice there, and picked up by JT Hall. And he is
offsides.
Head of the play was Colillo, and play was called offsides.
So we're going to do it again just outside the offensive zone. And Hall's been a catalyst for a lot of offense that the Seawolves have had this season. So they're going to be relying on him to get things started early in the game.
All right, face-off outside in the neutral zone. It's Hall on the draw. He wins it back to Cartwright. Cartwright over to Kasha. Kasha will flip cross corner. Colillo in on the forecheck. Oh, just over a stick of Hall. He may have had an opportunity there. There comes the Purple Eagles, and they'll just dump in and chase behind the net. And that's bad bounce off the boards there. Picked up by the Seawolves. Cartwright's got it, and he can't clear. Hall will have to circle back and start back out again. JT Hall to Frank Kasha. Frank Kasha will just dump in, and they will go for a change. Picking that puck up is Janketic. Janketic sends it over to his D partner, which is Vecchio. In the neutral zone, picked up by Colillo as he'll go off for a change. This is Kasha. He'll send it back to Heffernan. Heffernan sends one through the neutral zone, looking for Palmieri, but off the mark. Picked up by Janketic, and he'll just dump all the way in.
So we're seeing a lot of miscommunication early between the Seawolves, not getting passes cleanly through the zone, leading for Niagara to be able to pick up pucks in the neutral zone and start making their way back down into the defensive zone. The Seawolves are going to have to keep that in check and make sure that their passes go tape to tape and not fail getting it into the offensive zone.
All right, face-off one back by the Purple Eagles, and they'll just hoist to the neutral zone, fired all the way in. It's good. Waving the icing off here was Lax. Back to get it is Heffernan. Heffernan fans on the backhander pass. This is Heffernan now behind the net for the Seawolves as he looks to break out, trying to get it to Crockett. He does. Crockett comes up left wing with the puck through the neutral zone. Crockett trying to avoid a check, gets in deep with the puck, sends it toward the net, and Parda will just hold it up as Ossowski was sent sprawling.
Parda comes into this game with a 2.79 goals against and a .916 save percentage. So you know that he's been a big part of the early start for Niagara. So he's going to be taking a lot of shots. He's already taken a lot of shots to start the season. So got to see where he can expose his weaknesses.
All right, Beniamini, Palmieri, and Bocchicchio. Bocchicchio got it back from Beniamini on the draw and hit a shot wide. This shot from the point from Schurting goes wide. Palmieri throwing the body, using his size and his speed. Forechecking really hard now on Vecchio. Gets Vecchio down on the ice. Puck is just deflected by the Seawolves down into their zone. Picked up by Heffernan. He'll flow around to Schurting. He'll just pop it up through the neutral zone. Beniamini going after it along with Mitch. Beniamini, nice job. Oh, he tries to get it back to Bocchicchio, but the pass was just behind him.
Bocchicchio was going towards the crease, and the puck came the other direction. So Bocchicchio would have had to basically dislocate his shoulders to try to get the puck.
All right, Seawolves changing. They'll come right back out with the fourth line here, having their first line. This is Lynn now centering his line of Bakari
and Cosina.
This is Lynn with the puck, fires it across and trying to get Bakari, but it was deflected to the corner. Bakari in the forecheck. Nice move around him by Mitch. Mitch will dump to the neutral zone. Oh, almost had a breakaway for Fish. Got to watch out for Fish because he's got some legs, got some speed.
And that's something when you see a smaller team, you have to know that their speed is going to be their strength.
And maybe some set plays along the way. Here's a little touch by Casina. Not going to go Bakari now was tripped into the corner, no call. As the puck comes up to the neutral zone, and it'll be fired back in by Kowicki.
The Seawolves are going to go off on a change here. That was a good
Strollo
shift
with
by
the
that
puck.
fourth line.
Strollo with the puck over to Evans, and Evans will dump it over back to Fish. Keep an eye on Fish. He's got... And again, this is Kasha with the puck. Getting it to Stemke. Stemke loses on a poke check in the neutral zone by Janketic. Picked up by Cartwright, who dumps in. Low hit by Janketic. Almost got Cartwright below the knees there. Cross-ice feed by Hall. No look pass. Hall's get it back. Trying to get to Stemke, but can't. Good back out by Cartwright there. Could have a 2-on-1.
I don't know if you saw in the corner, Colello had his stick held by Janketic, and the stick was held for quite a while.
Nice move by Hall with Colello and Stemke. Back to Stemke. Sends it back to Hall. Fires a little shot. Pardo with the save. Seawolves trying to work. It's give and go, and Pardo was there for the save. Takeaway by Hall now. Hall races to the net. Fires high over the top. Loose puck in front. Pushed away by the Eagles. Back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Kasha. Good shift here by the Seawolves. Something that they really needed to have, and they got one there. Let's see if this line coming out will pick up the momentum. Good movement by the puck by the Eagles through the neutral zone, and they'll just dump in, but it's picked off by the stick of the defenseman. There'll be no icing here because of the late change. Puck is now in along the wall. Bozer just swung and missed there. This is Shustak. Shustak, one of the top scorers for the Eagles, coming through, fires, and his shot was just deflected. So Sosowski will send it around the wall. Bozer will get there, and Bozer will try to tap it out. He gets it up to Crockett through the neutral zone. Crockett sends it, and his pass was bounced into the corner off of Peters.
And Niagara's doing very well along the boards, not letting Stony Brook get going into the corners.
Pitching in there was Heffernan to keep that puck in, but good job there. Good defensive work by the Eagles. Not a big team, but good defensive work. They really boxed out Stony Brook. They could not get to the net.
But when you're not the biggest team, you have to work on cutting off angles and getting into the corners. And that's what Niagara's done very well to start the game. They've cut off all angles for Stony Brook. They're not able to get open spots on the ice.
Heffernan trying to get it up through the neutral zone. He'll carry now. He'll dump cross corner. Bokikio on the forecheck against Stroller. Back to get his Beniamini. Beniamini over to Bokikio. Back out front to Devin Palmieri, but it just off the stick. Palmieri back over to Bokikio. Bokikio sends it back to Palmieri. And Palmieri now back to the point to Heffernan, who send it to the net. Deflected just wide.
Beniamini tried to get it in off the edge of the stick, and he poked it wide.
Good play by Beniamini to keep it in there. All right, good move to get around Sherding. Excellent move there by Bu. He's another one you have to watch out there. He's got some skill. Oh, and that puck just goes to the front of the crease and gobbled up by Yoder.
We're seeing a lot of strong play by Niagara. They're getting their odd man rushes, and that's something that Stony Brook's gonna have to adjust to. They maybe play an extra person back, so that way they can ensure that doesn't happen.
Sure. Face-off will be to the left of Yoder. On the draw will be Evans, and he'll go against Lynn, as he was back out with their fourth line. Sending that puck up the wall, trying to get it out is Bakari. Through the neutral zone, he gets it out there. Gustin sends it back in. Miller will send it back behind the net to actually it's Patterson out there for his first shift of the game. Xavier Patterson on the ice. This is Lynn, but offsides is Cassina.
Cassina was just about a step ahead of the play, so as Lynn was driving in, Cassina looked like he was trying to hold up and couldn't get there.
All right, face-off will be in the neutral zone. Lynn will go up against Evans, and Lynn wins it back for the Seawolves, and Patterson just banged it in. And it's picked up again by Jankanik, and up through the neutral zone comes Fish, and he sends a wrister up into Yoda's chest, and he'll freeze it for the face-off. Thanks for tuning in tonight, watching Seawolves Hockey Live. 13:25 left to go in the first period. Special shout out to our good friend Hal Joseph, who's tuning in tonight. Face off to the right of Yoder. This is Lynn again with Evans. And both will be tossed, and Bakari will come in and take the draw. And Fish will take the draw for the, sorry, not Fish, that was 27, that's Bavara. Puck around the net. Patterson will try to hoist it out for the Seawolves, but it gets to the point. Picked up by the The Seawolves are trying to get it out through the neutral zone. It skips right back in. This will go all the way back in. Nobody touched it. I don't know why it wasn't an icing. It was on the opposite side of the red line. All right. Picked up by Miller. Miller over to Patterson. Patterson will dump now. And they will go off for a change. On will be JT Hall, Kalilo, and Stemke. Not a lot of hitting in this game right now.
When you see teams that aren't the biggest teams in the world, they're going to go for those finesse plays that you see Stony Brook loves so much. They're going to be going to make those plays and not necessarily go for the hit first.
Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of their momentum out of the game, though. If you got a line that can bang a little bit, they should be throwing the body just a little bit, kind of slow team down, make them keep their heads up, and keep them honest, as they say. Kosh is having a little bit of difficulty with that forecheck from Peters. And he'll pick up through the neutral zone. Nice play here. Stemke with Kalilo. Kalilo breaking in. Kalilo fanned on the shot, but there's a goal. It's spanged in by Stemke as the referee was going to make a hooking call. Kalilo did not get the shot off, but the puck went over to Stemke, who was able to bang it in.
And that was great puck awareness by Stemke as we're going to watch the outlet here. Hall gets it out to Stemke. Stemke just has a nice touch pass to Kalilo as they just kind of drive in. And he went for the pass. He missed as he got hit. But Stemke right on top of the puck, saw where it was going, and got the goal.
Stony Brook scoring at 12-13 of the first period, take a 1-0 lead. And now we have Coach Garofalo having a conversation with one of the linesmen regarding something about a change. I'm not sure what. Maybe there's a penalty called.
So they're gonna give So Niagara's still getting in.
I don't know what the call was, but there's a 2-minute penalty up on the board, folks. We'll let you know. Yeah, so we don't know what the call is. We'll get the call. Once we get it, we'll let you know. But the Seawolves will now go on a power play as they will go out there with Hall, Bukikio, Palmieri, Kalilo on the defensive squad side with Shirting. And Kalilo will just fire in. Palmieri on the forecheck along with Hall. Two really aggressive guys. This is picked up by Bukikio to Shirting, sends it back down to the corner to Kalilo. Kalilo sends it back up the wall, but off the stick of Bukikio. Kalilo looks a little unsteady out there right now. He's got to calm down.
Yeah, you got to let the game come to you a little bit. Take a second and see where you're at and get yourself back into the flow of the game.
This is a big move for him, though. He's never been on that first-line power play, and, he's got some shoes to fill, as we know. So we'll see how he does. As they battle in the corner for the puck now, the puck is still being held down there by the Eagles, and Stony Brook trying to get it back, and the puck doesn't get out. Back down in the zone, picked up by Bukikio as he has some options right now. To Hall, sends it down low to Kalilo on the backhander, and a save. Nice play by Kalilo there, taking that feed and turning around, backhanding it, and saved by Parda.
Yes, Kalilo doing very well in this game to start. He already has an assist. That's his second of the season. Hall, it was his second. Stemke, his first goal of the year. But getting back to Kalilo for a second, he's taking the most out of his first line opportunity he's got, and he's making plays happen in front of the crease and in the slot.
All right,
so
now
we like to see.
Now we got Benyamini, Stemke, and Osaski with Cartwright and Kasha on the points. This is back to Kasha. The wind of fire! Oh, right into the pads of Parda. Double check and make sure he's got it. He's got it.
Those are the ones where, as a goalie, if you make the save, but you're not sure, that's like one of those, like, the longest 2 seconds of your life, wondering, please let it still be in the pads and not behind me.
Yeah. Seawolves got to get some screenage in front of Parda when Cautious lines up for that shot. Because if he just aims that shot just off center of that net, it's in.
Conventional wisdom says if a goalie can see the puck, 90% of the time he's going to stop it.
Good play here to keep that puck on the line, but unfortunately, Stemke held it in his glove too long and created the offside. So faceoff will come outside. We've still got another 38 seconds to go with a man advantage. Seawolves need to make their power play work.
The power play is going to be a very important part of this team this year, and while you don't have playmakers like Anderson Toll anymore, you can still make it work.
Cartwright back over to Kasha in the neutral zone. He'll fire all the way in. Osaski going back on the forecheck for the Seawolves. He'll get the puck on his stick and get it over to Beniamini. Beniamini will control it. Back to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright looking for options. They'll just send a low shot, but it was deflected as one of the Seawolves was decked down.
It was Stemke who got knocked down, and it deflected off his leg and into the corner.
All right, down to the last 7 seconds to go with the man advantage. Seawolves trying to make something happen. Here's Kasha. He'll dump all the way in. This power play is over now, as that puck deflected out of the rink, and the faceoff will be in the neutral zone.
So now this is where Stony Brook is now over 1 on the power play. They weren't able to get a couple shots on, so that's good for them that they were able to get some shots, but they got to be able to get them in. And they have the capability to do so because they have a lot of good players from the point who can put pucks in the net.
All right, dumped in by Hazlitt. Picked up by the Seawolves. This is Miller now through the neutral zone. They're trying to get through the neutral zone and unable to do so. That puck was turned over. Shot, save by Yoder. And could not control the rebound. There's another one and a quick goal. Right there was Mac Navarro. Right in front of the net, and that's where you score goals, folks.
Yeah, that one, you know that Yoder, once he missed that glove and he couldn't get it into the glove, so we're going to watch the replay. Here's the initial shot by Evans, and it rolls around. Fish smartly gets a pick on Miller so Evans can get the puck out to Bavaro.
Yeah, so what happens is Chris Lynn or Eli Lynn vacated the front of the net, which left Bavaro wide open, and center responsibility is a defensive role, so little miscue there, and it's 1-1 game. Let's see if the Seawolves can get it back. Puck is loose in a neutral zone, and JT Hall will pick it up. He'll come to the net with Stemke. He comes in, fires a shot. Oh, saved me by Parra. Palillo will send it back to Stemke. Stemke trying to get it back to JT Hall, who has it on his stick now. He's being held against the wall. Stemke will pick it up, and he'll try to grind it out. Stemke picks away, comes away with the puck. Here's a wraparound shot, and it's gloved down by Parda as Kalila was going to the net.
So for Bavaro, that's going to be his second goal of the season. For Fish, that's his second assist. And for Evans, that's his third.
All right, so face-off will be to the left of Parda. Hall will go against Mitch on the draw, and Mitch wins it. And he'll send it up the wall. Picked up by Bew. And he'll dump down. And Heffernan trying to make a play, but loses it. And that was McNamara trying to get a shot off as he was going down as well. Puck is loose. And Niagara's in this game. And the Seawolves have to keep pace here.
With a tie game, now you see Niagara starting to have a little more jump in their game. Stony Brook has to keep up with that.
One of the things the Seawolves got to watch out is a team like this is going to scrap. They're going to be very scrappy. Where you think you have possession of the puck, you better be strong on it or it's going to get turned over.
And we saw that a couple weeks ago in the URI series where that was one of the biggest teams where they were scrappy and they were able to knock Stony Brook off the puck several times.
Yeah, and again, these giveaways, nice play by Ossowski. Oh, Bozer was late getting there. There's a rebound in front. Crockett trying to get a backhander. But good positioning by Niagara, not allowing the Seawolves to get into that zone in front of that net.
They're playing very strong defensively in front of the net. They're letting Parda have an open look and not have any deflections in front of them.
There's good, tenacious forechecking going on, making the defense give the puck up quickly. And if the forwards are not open in the neutral zone, like here, the pucks are not getting there. And that's creating that frustration level for the Seawolves. And what they really have to do now is they have to skate.
What I've been seeing, especially in the neutral zone, is they're over pursuing the puck a little bit. They're focusing so hard on the puck that it's getting flipped over them, kind of like a defensive back in football that over pursues a route and then gets burned down the field.
Right, they can't get frustrated. Just got to keep skating and playing with some tenacity. That's really what this is. Niagara right now has picked up their game and their tenacity simply by scoring that goal. So they have to see the fighting now that's going on. It's just really a battle. Is like Devin Palmieri's trying to get through there, and like 22, that was either he was just not letting him get around. So you got to fight, you got to get through it. That's a good shot, but nobody in front for the rebound. Devin Palmieri picks it up, sends it back to Bokikio. Bokikio battled off the puck. He'll get it back out in front, off the stick, sending it back to the corner was Kawicki. Now this is Bokikio with controlling the puck. Nice move by Joe Bokikio. Walking to the net, shoots. Oh, Joe Bokikio with a nice play, but could not get the puck past Parda.
And then
Now the puck is loose here in the neutral zone. Miller.
So we're going to take a look at that last rush on replay. But Kikio was able to get around the zone that Niagara was playing and get into the middle of the ice. There was nobody in front of him. He had a good screen, and he couldn't get it past Parta. Had the rebound, but couldn't get anything. He was looking for a pass into the middle of the slot, and it was picked off.
All right, face off to the left of Yoda. This is Hall on the draw. He'll go up against Mitch. Now Hall gets tossed, and now Stemke will take it. Stemke will win it back and picked up by Kasha. Kasha's pushed off the puck, but controls it. Pushes it out into the neutral zone. And picked up by Kalilo. Kalilo being watched in the neutral zone. Picked up by Cartwright, who'll fire it all the way in now. Behind the net. Parta tried to hold it, could not. Back up the wall. Looking for that cross-ice feed was SBU, but he'll get it across to Mitch now, and he'll send a wrist shot down low. Good save by Yoda down low on that pad. Cartwright bangs Vecchio. This is Mitch controlling the puck, sends it back behind the net. Good play by Cartwright to throw that body and move and get some room for Hall to get it up to Kalilo now. Kalilo will just dump it, try to get it through the neutral zone to Stemke. He's got Kasha breaking with him. Stemke just made a move and pushed himself off the puck. I think the Seawolves got to take these shots when they can.
Stemke had a lot of space in front of him on the far side. At that point, he just let it rip. He was trying to get back into the middle of the ice, and it didn't work.
All right, this is picked up by Cosina. Cosina is out there now. Stemke's going off because he ran into the wall. And this puck goes up to the rafters, so the faceoff will remain in the Niagara zone.
And you can see Stemke at the end of the bench. He's
gassed, but he actually turned and hit himself into the boards. He was off balance when he made that pass shot attempt, and hopefully he's okay. All right, faceoff will be to the left of Parta. That's Lynn on the draw for the Seawolves, and picked up right on the draw. That was Casina with an opportunity and sailed wide. Shirting will send it in. Seawolves have to touch up. Picked up by Bocari, walking in, fires! Just missed. Actually off the glove. Good shot by Bocari. He's got a good wrist shot.
And we've seen in the first part of the season, Bocari's been a lot more aggressive with the puck.
Good move by Bocari, trying to keep that puck deep and work their defense. This is Lynn now. Lynn on the forecheck. Bocari, Lynn, trying to get it to Casina. Good play defensively at the blue line. This is Lynn trying to get it to Bocari, but it's just off the mark. As
got a penalty.
We got a penalty here. And going to the box will be number 20, Trevor Evans. Head contact is the call. So we've got 4:59 to go in the first period. Shots on goal right now at 11 for the Seawolves, 7 for Niagara, and we have a 1-1 score. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Face-off will be to the left of Parta. It'll be Beniamini for the Seawolves, and he will be going up against Sustak.
So we're down under 5 minutes to go here in the period. This would be a big spot here for the Seawolves to take the lead in the last quarter of the period.
This is Kasha with the puck. Over to Wasoski. Wasoski fires it just off the glove and wide on the net. Picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright sends it across to Beniamini off his stick, but picked up by Ososki. Ososki gets it to Beniamini. Stemke in front, but he's being watched. He's being held, actually, more than anything. He can't really get free, and he's complaining to the referee. He should be allowed to stand there without being touched. Back to Ososki fires that high shot and off the shoulder. This will go all the way down.
And we saw Janketic earlier in the game.
Yeah, Janketic is tying up the Stony Brook player, but the Stony Brook player should not let him get tied up.
Right,
he should be moving around and going from post to post, back and forth.
What I was about to say, though, was that he did that earlier in the game to Brendan Colello in the corner, and he held him for a good 10-15 seconds.
Kasha lost control of the puck, held it too long. And Mitch took it away, fired it all the way back down. Seawolves change up that line, and they come back with Bokikio, Kalilo, Palmieri. as Bokikio will take that pass off the wall and out of the zone. Oh, swing and a miss for Cartwright there. Oh, good defensive play there by Sherding. Saved Michael Cartwright's bacon there.
Sherding is a very smart defenseman, and he's got good puck presence in the defensive zone.
Right.
So he sees if there's a possibility of a turnover, he's going to make sure to get over to
25 to go with the power play. Seawolves still controls the puck. Low pass, just deflected out of the way. Sherding controls, sends it back across to Bokikio. Bokikio back to Hall. Hall back to Bokikio. Looking for a shot, trying to get through. Cannot. Down to 10 seconds to go. Hall sends a shot. Oh, he scores! He scores! A high wrist shot. The screen in front. Parda did not see it. It hit the crossbar, went down, and then I think it deflected in off Parda in the net. The captain, JT Hall, stepping up. He coming through.
I mean, that's just one of those shots that you got to tip your hat to him as a goalie. We watched the give and go between Bokikio and Hall, and then Hall just winds up and rips it. Hits on the top of the crossbar and back behind him.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about that if you're a goalie.
All right, Seawolves take the 1-goal lead now and lead 2-1 at 3:04 in the second period, first period. All right, Seawolves control the puck. This is Patterson back behind the net to Miller. Miller will hoist to the neutral zone to Bozer. Bozer walking in. He's got Osaski with him. Fires a shot, deflected, and back out in the neutral zone. This is Patterson. Nice touch pass up to the neutral zone to Bozer from Crockett. Bozer gets around his man, loses the puck. Now he picks it back up, but he's pinched off. Pinching in is Patterson. Patterson trying to get it to his player, Crockett. Crockett covered up for Patterson. Now Bozer behind the net. Osaski goes down to get it. Miller not pinching in right now. Now he uses that long reach. Crockett not letting them out of the zone. Now the puck squirts out. Big hit there by Bozer on his man. This line needs a change for the Eagles. They're spent. They need to get off. And I think the Seawolves should try to take advantage of this. And they do right now as they steal the puck. Crockett has the puck, and now Bozer has it back to the point to Miller. But Bozer's going to go for interference. Not really sure what that call was for. He basically used his stick to push the puck, and the player went down. I don't know. We'll maybe watch it on the replay.
Well, this is a big penalty kill here for Stony Brook. We're going to watch here. I guess they're calling it that he got kind of tied up there as he was going for the
Bozer was
puck.
going for the puck. I don't know what the call was. That's a bad call. Face off to the right. Face off to the right of Yoder and all the way out just past the neutral zone. Steelers have to do good on this penalty kill here because this team could score power play goals, as we know. They've got 3 guys that all have power play goals. And Sherding holding up the puck and doing a good job. 2 men on him. 1:32 left to go in the period. And now coming away with the puck. Good play by, what a nice little direction now. Move by number 8 there, Stockwell, who took the back feed and almost came through the back door on Yoder.
Stockwell is a very shifty player. He's already got 7 points on the year, so you got to watch out for him when he's on the ice.
Going through the neutral zone. And trying to get it out was Kasha, but he fanned on it. This is JT Hall. He's going to go back with it.
We're now down under a minute to go.
JT Hall, and he's pulled down. No call there. JT Hall just wants to get that puck out. Get that puck out, yeah.
It only got out by a foot or 2, but that still counts because now
everyone's got to touch up. And that's in the netting, and that'll go out to the neutral zone. Down to 42.8 seconds to go. 53 seconds in the man advantage for Niagara. Seawolves will make a change. They'll come out with Crockett, Osaski, and they'll have Miller and Cartwright on D. Face off at the center ice dot. Mitch on the draw along with Crockett, and Mitch wins it back. This is Janketic with the puck. Gets it over to BU, and BU will try to get it in. It was off the stick of Bavaro. Janketic with the puck again, and he'll just try to dump all the way in. Back behind the neck is Yoda. He'll hold it for Cartwright, and Cartwright has an opening. Will send it all the way down. And that 20 seconds to go in the period. One more rush here for Niagara. Oh, a little bit of a... Oh, what a glove save by Yoda. You got to see what happened to one of the Stony Brook players. He was either picked off or lost an edge. I'm not sure if it was Miller, but somebody, the seas parted there.
We're going to watch it here. Here's the initial rush. Here comes...
Yeah, see, there was a little play at the blue line where they took him.
It was Bavaro took out Asowski, and that let Bew get right in, and you watch Yoder just watch Bew go in and makes that nice snag for the glove save.
Fired all the way down, folks, and that'll be the end of the first period. The Stony Brook Seawolves are leading Niagara by the score of 2-1. Shots through the first period, 13 for Stony Brook and 9 for Niagara. When the Seawolves come back, they will still have to kill off 10 seconds of that penalty. So we're going to take our quick break, folks, and we'll cover all the stats when we come back. Thanks for tuning in, watching Seawolves Hockey Live. back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Vignani along with Andy Sukoff, Trevor behind the controls, making it all happen. So, Andy, take us through the first period statistics.
Okay, well, we're going to start with the basics. 2-1 is your score, Seawolves lead. And the first goal was scored by Chris Stemke about 8 minutes into the period, the beginning of the assist from Colombo, who had missed the pass. And J.D. Hall gets a secondary. Then Niagara responded. Matt Bavaro scores from Evans and Fish about 2.5 minutes later. And then on the power play with 3 minutes to go, J.T. Hall scores his 5th goal of the season from Bakikio and Shirting. We had 3 penalties. First one was for Niagara, which we never actually got an explanation for what it was. It was after the Stemke goal.
Yeah, the penalty that was called. We
never got an explanation for that one. Then with about 5 minutes to go in the period, Evans went off for Niagara for illegal head contact, and that's what led to JT Hall's goal with 10 seconds left on the power play. And then Brian Bozer is currently sitting in the penalty box for Stony Brook now with the 2-minute interference penalty. There's 10 seconds remaining on Bozer's penalty, so the Seawolves will play shorthanded for the first 10 seconds of the period. Shot totals are 13-9. Stony Brook is 1 for 2 on the power play. Niagara is currently on their first, and if they don't score in the next 10 seconds, they will be 0 for 1. So this is a big period here where the Seawolves now need to kill out the rest of this penalty and get things started. They do have the long change now, so they can get a goal here, make it a 2-goal lead. They're going to be in good shape.
And again, we want to make sure that they come out ready to go. Don't come out flat, right? The second period lulls of last year, and we saw a little bit of that, just a slight bit of that in the week 1. The opponent wasn't as strong, so it wasn't as obvious. But here, this is a good opponent. This is a team that's plays hard. They play scrappy. They use their speed. They play a good system. And when you do that and you put that all together, you can stay in a game.
Yeah.
And you can even steal a game.
And that's what Niagara's trying to do here. They're trying to take this one on the road because that's going to send the Seawolves on their heels if they do that. And they might come out a little differently tomorrow if they don't win this game. So what the Seawolves have to do now is they have to control this period. They have to take Niagara out of the game and Niagara's got a lot of people here. If they can keep the Niagara fans quiet, that's going to be a big boost.
Yeah, and like I said, we got 10 seconds. The Seawolves have 10 seconds to go to kill off, and then be back to even strength. But meanwhile, 10 seconds, you don't need that much time to put a bucket on net. All right, so we'll get ready to go here in just a bit as referee Pincus heads to the center ice line. He'll wave to both goalies, and we will drop the puck and get period 2 underway. Thanks again for tuning in, watching Seawolves Hockey Live. This is Crockett on the draw up against Mitch. And Mitch wins it, and coming in, but offsides on the play was Niagara. So it'll come back out to the neutral zone. Back to 6 seconds to go, or 6 seconds to go in the man advantage for Niagara.
And today we're seeing Kowicki taking the reps with Alex Miller. So we're seeing freshman and a senior paired up. So you get some good leadership from Alex Miller to give some wisdom from what he's seen over 4 years to Kowicki.
Crockett trying to hold that puck, but not able to do so. Coming in hard and shot off the crossbar. And like I said, just bang, bang, boom. That was BU with the shot. And he caught the goaltender for the Seawolves going down, and he shot high, and it caught the crossbar.
And that's exactly how JT Hall scored the power play goal at the end of the period, just that this one went the other direction.
Face off to the left of Yoda. Crockett on the draw now as we are all even up. And Mitch on the draw against Crockett. Out there with Mitch is 21, that's BU, who had that shot. Got a nice wrist shot. 13, that's McNamara. And face-off won by the Seawolves. Hoisting it out to the neutral zone comes Crockett. With speed, sends it across to Ossowski. Ossowski trying to make a move around Seether, but could not. Ossowski gets the puck back. He'll control, and he'll work around the wall against Mitch. Picked up by Crockett. Sends a shot to the net. Loose puck. Rebound, trying to get picked up by Ossowski, but it just vacated him. Back to the point to Miller. Wrist shot, low shot, screen shot, save by Parda. Probably didn't see it, but good positioning prevented a goal. There's a push down there, no call. Good play here by the Seawolves, really controlling the puck down low. And now Osaski is sent down flying. Miller will pick it up in the neutral zone, and he'll just hold, send it cross corner, but it's going to be an icing here as it goes all the way down. Miller just trying to get the puck across the ice to a Seawolf.
This line had been out there for a while, and now they're going to have to stay out there a little bit longer.
Yeah, and they're already bending over at their knees, so they're going to have to try to get this puck out.
This is the line that started the period on the penalty kill, and now they're back out there, and they've been out there for now a full minute.
Yeah, it's almost too long because they were killing.
They need to win the faceoff, get it into the neutral zone so they can
Poser
get the
should have more energy. Hopefully he can be more active here in trying to help them get the puck out. The puck is taken away down low. Oh, it's battered up in front over the top of the net. Got a high stick here, and we'll get the high stick call, and the faceoff will be in the Seawolf zone, but they can change now.
And that's a change they need to get. So they're not going to get some pressure at the JT Hall line out there, who's had a very successful start to this game. Both goals have been scored from them, one on the power play.
All right, JT Hall now on the draw. He'll go up against Sustak. Hall will win it and send it back to Miller. Miller will send it around. Stemke will try to get it up the wall. He does to Hall. Hall will stop Jigabug. Now over to Miller. Miller in on right wing. Miller sends a shot off the glove of Parda. Send back low by Stemke. Picked up by the Seawolves. Trying to keep it in to Stemke, but it came out of the zone. No ice. There was no... should be an icing here, but there should have been an offsides call there because he did push the puck back in. So they didn't call that.
But it was touched by a Niagara player. That's probably why they didn't whistle it down. But what we're seeing here, JT Hall is really smart with the puck. He made that extra move to get the Niagara defender to overshoot him, and he was able to make the clean pass.
All right, Sustak on the draw. Hall for the Seawolves with Kalilo and Stemke. And Shirting at the point along with Heffernan. And Hall wins it back to Heffernan. Nice face-off win. Trying to get that puck down low, but could not. It deflects out now, and Shirting will send it back to the neutral zone. Hall will pick it up, send it back on a backhander, and did not get through. Now that shot, pad save by Yoder. Picked up by Kalilo, sends it around the wall to Heffernan. Heffernan will send it, but did not get that. Oh, it is on goal, so it'll prevent an icing.
It was also deflected by It was deflected by Stockwell, so it was going to get waved off regardless.
Hall picks up the puck with his glove. Now he walks in on right wing, setting up the play. Shirting sends it back down to Hall as the shot Shirting did not really have a clear shot. Picked up by Hall, working the puck behind the net as he gets crunched and carries home with the puck. Back behind the net to Kalilo, who did not pick up the cycle pass. Picked up by Heffernan. It goes actually through Heffernan. Seawolves have to do a better job controlling the puck. I mean, the pass has got to go on the tape. If not, use your skate, you know.
Anything that you can do to make sure the puck stays in your possession, that's what you got to do. If you're not going to if those tape-to-tape passes aren't going to always be there, because they're not.
And now we've got a face-off now in the zone here because just a couple of miscues. Face-off to the right of Yoder. This is Beniamini on the draw against. Can't see that other number. I apologize. Beniamini gets tossed now as he goes up against Evans. Yeah. And Seawolves getting tossed out of a lot of draws tonight. This is Cartwright.
That's been a recurring theme in.
Nice play by Cartwright on that double pressure there. Kasha trying to get it through. Good pressure here by Niagara. Really, really doing a good job in the neutral zone. Kasha, oh boy, that was a rebound left out there by Yoda. Thank God there was a good comeback there by Devin Palmieri, able to get that puck away from a Niagara player, who they're really pressuring Seawolves a lot now. You can see they're pressuring the D.
And that's how you find holes in the defense.
Yeah.
By pressuring them, you see where the Seawolves might get.
Yeah, that's something. That's an adjustment now. Yeah, and there's a little hit by Palmieri on Bavaro, just using his size and leaning in and knocked Bavaro into Tamara. So Devin Palmieri will sit for 2, and the Seawolves will have to kill off another power play here.
So we're about 3 minutes into the period, and now Stonybrook has to go on their second penalty kill.
Here's an opportunity for the Eagles to get back in this game. Miller being watched by 2 players. They got 2 guys on the puck always, and that's one of the things the Seawolves are going to have to be aware of. I mean, right now, Miller's doing an excellent job just killing the clock here, holding that puck. Now there's 3 Eagles down there and 2 Seawolves, and you got to give Miller kudos here. He's doing an amazing job.
Alex Miller is a very strong player. He knows that he's got to hold on to the puck and see how much time he can kill by doing that.
And Crockett broke his stick now on a blocking a shot, so he doesn't have a stick. And that shot sails high over the net. Not trying to get it out with Shirting, but he sent it right to a player.
That's SBU that was right there at the point waiting for
that.
You
got to get that clear. You got to get that clear. All right.
On a play like that, you need to see if you can get more lift on the pucks. That way you can get it over.
1:05 to go.
Stick.
1:01 to go in the man advantage for Niagara. As the Seawolves are out there really with just one man without a stick and good pressure that in front there, not letting guys get through. Winds and shots, fires wide from the point. That was BU.
Without
a shot. Crockett at this point in time should just skate to the bench and get a stick.
You don't want to leave them shorthanded 5-on-3 while he goes.
They could set up in a triangle, they'll be fine. And now Boza trying to get it out again, just in desperation, trying to get the puck out, but good block by Bozer.
And that's great sacrificing your body. We've seen multiple Seawolves do that on this shift.
Good job here by the Seawolves, forcing them out wide. Down low, good move here by Mitch. Trying to get that backdoor feed, went all the way through. 14 seconds to go. And they've had possession of the puck the whole time here. The whole time. Back to the point. Winds and fires, shot goes wide. Seawolves on gas, on fumes. And saving that puck. What a play. Coming out of the boxes, Devin Palmieri.
And that was a smart play.
Seawolves got to watch out here because that was a fast break coming in. Shot saved. Doubled up by Yoder. Seawolves survived that power play. Excellent job.
Niagara got about 2 or 3 shots, and good quality shots on that power play as well.
Yeah,
so,
and by Crockett losing his stick really hurt.
It did, but there could have been at least 5 or 6 had Crockett and Bozer not sacrificed their body multiple times.
Yes.
Making sure that puck didn't get to Yoder because those deflections were going wide.
Sustak and hole in the draw, and this is the Seawolves picking the puck up. Kalilo trying to get something on the puck, but he couldn't get it out of his skates. Through the neutral zone, picked up by Stemke, trying to make a move, a good defensive play with the stick there by Vecchio. That's a veteran play there, folks. Just about ready to make a move around. He put that stick down and took that pass, that celt pass right away. Picked up by Hall. Hall will control, gets it through the neutral zone to Stemke. Stemke will try again. He's got Kalilo with him. He's got Kasha break-ins. Kasha! He tips it in! And there's a goal. And the Eagles are saying no, that did not go in, but the referee clearly is signaling a goal as Kasha did get that puck
and we're gonna
on
watch
the
that
stick.
Again. That's just good location. Frank Kasha is watching that puck as here it gets flipped out. Here's Stemke with it. He's got Kasha to the other side. He just sends a backhanded pass, and he just kicks it right onto his stick and behind. He might have.
Yeah, off the skate, but it wasn't like it was kicked in. It was just guided in.
We're gonna look at it again. Here's the backhand from Stemke. It kicks off of Kasha's stick, but he is making a hockey move. He's not actively trying to kick it.
Well, actually, he hit off his stick, off the skate. It went to the skate, then to the stick. It's a good goal because it did eventually hit his stick.
So now we're getting conference from the officials, seeing that they are going to confirm that it is.
Yeah, it is a goal. I mean, the puck went in the net, and they can't overrule that it was a goal. So there's no way they would be able to see that. But it did go from the skate to the stick, as we saw on the replay. Seawolves pick up the game here and add another goal to the lead to make it 3-1. And good play by Frank Kasha joining the rush. Kalilo, trying to get a hold of it. Stemke puts a long stick into it. Kalilo, nice play here. Stemke picks it up. Back to Kalilo. Good forecheck here by the Seawolves. Again, giving the relentless forecheck right back. Nice move by Shirting. And got it on the backhander right into the midsection of Parda.
Well, just getting some stats up there for like of Kasha's goal. That's his second goal of the season. For Stemke, his fourth assist, second point of the game. For JT Hall, his third assist of the season, second assist of the game, and third point of the night.
All right, we got Eli Lind on with his line, and he's going up against Peters. Face-off won by Lind to Bakari. Fires a high wrist shot over the top of the net. Cassina on the forecheck. Bakari will send it down. Lind will get it over to Cassina. Sends a shot right on. Saved by Parda. Good to see this fourth line putting some elbow grease and coming out right after a good shift by the JT Hall line.
And that's what we want to have. We want to have that mix where you have the lightning quick first line.
Actually, it's Gasowicz on the draw against Lind, not the way I said. I apologize. There's a shot from the point. Kawicki with a shot. And pushed away. Bakari behind the net. This is Cassina going up the wall with the puck. Back to the point to Kawicki. Back to Bakari. Over to Lind. Lind trying to get a shot. Could not. His stick was lifted. Bakari will pick up now. He's got Scherning breaking in, but Scherning's got to get back, as there was no one supporting the post on the point. And that puck is on the wall. Sent back in by Scherning. Picked up by Lind. Fires a high shot. Loose puck. Bakari with the rebound. He's tipped down. It's going to be a penalty here as Parda dives down on it, and they dive down on Lind. As everybody's at the net now. And Lind should just live through that play there and let it be, because there's going to be a power play for the Seawolves here. Actually, it was Cassina down in. And good pressure here. Lind with a good hard shot. Parda could not hold it. Bakari went hard to the net, and now Cassina takes this shot as Janketic is going to take the penalty, and we may have a Seawolf going to the bench to going too, and that's Cassina, and that's not a bad a good play there by Cassina. Totally ruined a power play opportunity just simply for roughing.
That's one of those situations.
I mean, at that point in time, your teammates got to tell you, we got the power play. We got the power play. Just chill.
Unfortunately, sometimes emotions take over, and you're out there defending.
It is definitely an emotional game, but when you're down on your knees and you got 5 guys on you, live to have another shift. It could be Stony Brook still on a power play here. We're seeing 2 minutes on the right side of the board, and yeah. So there's two Purple Eagles in the box. So the Seawolves do have a man advantage here anyway, but Cassina unfortunately got called for something. So, but here's the faceoff to the right of Parda. Parda's taking a little extra time here, buttoning up the mask and putting the gloves on. Trying to give his team a little break here. Face off to the right. This is Benyamini on the draw. He's out there with Stemke. And Osaski on the point is Cartwright and Kasha. Back to Cartwright at the point. Controls on the half wall to Osaski. Osaski being watched by Mitch. Down low to Benyamini. Benyamini up to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright will send one to the net just to get a deflection, but nothing went through, and it's banged out into the Seawolves zone. Mitch will go down and get it, and he'll send a hard shot toward Yoder, and picked up by the Seawolves, and they'll start again.
Seawolves have a great opportunity here. Get a second.
There was a touch pass off the stick of Osaski, who does pick it up back to Stemke. Stemke back to Benyamini. Benyamini over to Osaski, trying to get it to Kasha, but they're watching him. This is Benyamini down low. This puck is battered out with a high stick, but no call. So no face-off. It'll be just the Seawolves controlling in the neutral zone, trying to move the puck down the ice. Banged in by Osaski all the way around. Stemke will get there as well as Cartwright now will bang in. Down low to Stemke. Another look pass down low. Trying to get Osaski back to the point to Cartwright. Back over to Benyamini. Benyamini controls it over to Osaski. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright over to Osaski. Back to Kasha to Osaski. Good passing here, but the Seawolves are not getting any shots off. 39 seconds to go. Down low. Benyamini working it to the net. Oh, Stemke couldn't get his stick in the right spot. Otherwise, it was a tap-in. Kasha sends a wrist shot hard to the net. saved by Parda and banged all the way down by the Eagles.
Really nice play there by Parda, knocking the puck off of Kosh's wrist shot, and a smart play there to just clear it out. Niagara's done very well on the penalty kill this time. They boxed out the main part of the Stony Brook rush, and they're not letting them get into the crease.
This is Bokikio trying to get it to Kalilo, but too far for him. This is Devin Palmieri using that size and getting that puck right back. Back to Kawicki, sends a high wrist shot. Oh, glove down by Parda as Kalilo skated through the crease. We're all even up again, and 10:33 to go in the second period. The Seawolves up by the score of 3-1.
The shot total is 21-15 in favor of the Seawolves right now.
Right now, the Seawolves have taken over the second period a little bit. Let's see if they can maintain the control of this period. And this will go all the way down. Should be an icing if Frank Sheridan gets there, and he does.
Now Niagara can't make the change. It's going to come all the way back down. And this is a speed line we're seeing with Bozer and Crockett out there, and it works very well in their advantage.
All right, face-off will be to the left of Parda, and Crockett will take the draw. Osowski and Bozer out, as well as Sherding and Heffernan. And good play by the Eagles. They got control of the puck and got it out. And coming in with a shot right on, a save by Yoder. As tricky shot there by Peters coming down right wing.
And Yoder's done very well after giving up that goal midway through the period. He's really stepped his game up, and he's now controlling more rebounds.
I'm not sure if Janketic got a 2-minute or a 10-minute because he's still in the box. So we're waiting to see when he's going to come out, but that's a key loss if they had lost him for 10 minutes. So this is Sherding now sending it up through the neutral zone and knocked down by Hazlitt. Hazlitt loses it to Osowski coming in. This is Eddie Osowski with the puck on the backhand and wiggles and turns. Gets it back to the point to Heffernan. Heffernan will send it back down low for a deflection. Osowski in the skates. Back to Crockett. Shot. Saved by Parda.
Nice save there by Parda.
Yeah, drew the screen and picked up by Heffernan now. Heffernan over to Sherding. Sherding will send it to Crockett and touch it into the zone. Osowski's knocked down. And puck is loose behind the net. Bozer on the forecheck. Back to the point to Heffernan. Heffernan will just send a low shot. Whizzes right by Parda. Sherding sends it back down. Back behind the net is Osowski with the puck. Osowski makes a move. He's got Crockett right out in front. Oh, just past him and Bozer. Sherding sends a high one to the net. And it's gloved down by Osowski as he was being roughed up. He just tried to deflect the puck down. Did not touch the goalie, but Niagara just protecting their keeper.
And that's a sign of a good teammate. You don't let anybody get near your goalie.
All right, face-off in the Niagara zone where most of the play has been in this period.
That's what you want to see if you're Coach Garavallo. You don't want plays getting down towards Payne Yoder. You want Parda to have to do all the work. And thus far for the first half of the period, that's what we've seen.
Oh, Cassina had a golden opportunity on the faceoff, but the puck fluttered. Couldn't get to him right away. Picking that puck up behind the net is Lynn. Lynn trying to wrap around, punching it in. Actually, the short round, going the short way, not the wraparound on the forehand, and almost squeezed it past Parda. We talked to Coach Garofalo about Eli Lynn, and he said to keep an eye on him. So we're seeing some good things from
he's
Lynn.
making his presence known on the ice, and this is the first opportunity he's gotten here at home.
I mean, he's 5'9", 170, not so big, but big enough. So here's Bakari now controlling the puck down low. He'll make a move, trying to move the puck to the net, and it was knocked off his stick. Puck deflects. Bakari is in the right place, picks it up, but it loses it, trying to get it to Cassina. And dumped back in by Patterson, but puck deflected. And I think it went into the bench area.
But we were talking about Eli Lynn not being the biggest guy in the world at 5'9", 170. In a game like this, you have him on a much more even plane. In games where teams are a lot bigger, like we saw last couple weeks ago with Rhode Island, where a lot of those guys were 6'3" and bigger. That's where you can actually use Eli Lynn to an advantage, where you can use his speed to get around the bigger, bulkier defense.
All right, face-off at center ice, won by J.T. Hall. Kowicki over to Kasha. Kasha, cross-ice feed to Kalilo, but it wasn't even close. So it's an icing, and they'll go all the way down.
Well, we got 8.5 minutes to go here in the period, so J.T. Hall's line's out, coming out now for the icing. And this line has been incredibly effective thus far. J.T. Hall with 3 points. Stemke's got 2. Kalilo's got an assist himself.
Face-off to the left of Yoder. Nice job by Stemke to steal that puck on the face-off. Hall coming in on his off wing to Stemke. Stemke to Kalilo for a wide open goal. Man, you can't do that any better.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminded me of watching Kottkamp and Brewster a couple of years ago.
Oh, what a nice play, folks. You got to watch this. This is what you do in practice without goaltending.
So we're gonna watch Kalilo.
Here's the feed.
Here's the whole feed from J.T. Hall. Gets it over the stick to Stemke, and then Barna had committed. And once he saw that puck go off his stick, he knew he was done.
All right, Brandon Kalilo. Tally. And the Seawolves up by 3 now, 4-1. Face-off, J.T. Hall, Kalilo. Stemke is still on the ice with Kowicki and Kasha. Face-off, center ice, picked up by nobody right now. Now it's the Seawolves. It's Stemke breaking in again, using that size. He's got Hall! Hall buries it! Top! Right over the top of Parda. And
Stony Brook has now scored.
Stony Brook's starting to ramp it up right now.
And they've scored 4 unanswered goals. So we're going to watch that here. Here comes Stemke. And he gets a nice move.
Look at the pass he makes.
And as you watch it, nobody is on J.T. Hall. And when you have the reigning ACHA Player of the Year, you would think he's the one that you would want to have a man on.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, you can't forget J.T. Hall. And Niagara now calling a timeout, try to regroup. 5-1, Stony Brook. 8:01 to go in the second period. And we've seen what we thought we were going to see, but I have to be honest, we were waiting for Stemke. We were waiting for him to show up. And you know what? In the fifth game of his Stony Brook 2016-17 season, we have seen Stemke. And I think this is what we're going to see from him all year. His size and his vision, what he sees on the ice, and the plays that he makes, it's very unselfish play there. He could have very easily taken that shot, probably scored that goal. But by pushing it to Kalilo, by pushing it to J.T. Hall, 2 goals are on the board.
Yep. And Stemke now has 3 assists in this game and a goal. So he's got 4 points. J.T. Hall has 4 because he's got 2 goals and 2 assists. I'm sorry, he's got 3 assists and 2 goals. So he's got 5 points on the day. And you're watching this first line just crank out the offense.
What Stony Brook has to do right here is they have to just keep maintaining their game. I mean, they got enough goals to win, but they got to keep playing. This is Hall with the puck. To Stemke, down low, deflection, saved by Parda, another save, right on goal. And now
Stemke went a little high trying to knock the puck down.
Stemke went a little high on that rebound off of Parda. And you got to realize Parda is probably not very happy right now. You can't blame him. When 3 guys go to 1 and you leave that the MVP of the league all alone, it's going to make you pay.
Absolutely. So now 3 goals in this period for the Seawolves, 4 unanswered. And you have to wonder what adjustments Niagara is going to try to make to get back into this game. But what Stony Brook has to do right now, they have to play smart defensively. Yeah. But still not let up offensively.
Now Jankitic is back out there. He's missed a lot of time. So he's back out there. I'm not sure if this is his first shift back on the ice, but he's been their staunch defenseman, and now he's back out. So let's see if he can help settle them down back there. Here's the giveaway. Kikio walks in. Here's a shot and a save by Parda. Loose puck.
And Stony Brook scored those 2 goals just 12 seconds apart.
This is SBU coming out with the puck. Cross-ice feed, looking for the hitch. And did not work. Did not make it through there, but you could see the desperation and the intensity that Niagara came down the ice with.
And so you have to think, that the coaching staff told him, you're going to have to come out and you're going to have to make the next play.
All right, face-off beat to the left of Yoda. Patterson is now out there with Cartwright. Beniamini takes the draw, loses it, and the shot from the point went wide by Gustin. Palmieri with the puck sends it back around, but it was right on the stick of an Eagle. Back to Gustin, over to Jankenic. And his shot was kicked to the corner. Bokikio right out to the neutral zone to Palmieri, who dumps in and chases after it. Beniamini back against Gustin. Good play down low by Bokikio to keep that puck in. Pinching is Cartwright. And backing him up was Palmieri. Palmieri will send in. And the Seawolves will have to touch up as they begin to change. Feed all the way across to BU. Shot and a rebound deflected. Did not get through. This is Bozer coming down on his off wing. Bozer with the puck. He'll skate around using his speed. Tried to feed it out to Crockett, but not able to get it to him. And Cartwright will bang back in. Bozer in on the forecheck. Will kick it deep. Avoid that check. Back to the point. Picked up by Shirting and sent back deep by Osaski. Bozer in to get it. Sends it back to Osaski. And spins move. And is pinned to the wall by Mitch. Osaski still with the puck on his stick. Someone's lost the stick. As Osaski does pick it up, as it was Bozer who lost the stick. Crockett will pick it up, and we have a delayed penalty call on Niagara. And it's picked up by Osaski, trying to get it to Patterson, who broke in. And this will be a whistle, and it'll be another power play for the Seawolves. And it'll be a roughing call. As it'll be, let's see who the culprit is. Not quite sure. It's going to be the defenseman, number 22, Seether, or forward Seether. He'll go 2 minutes for roughing. Seawolves will go on another power play. And Palmieri, Hall, Bokikio with Kalilo and Shirting. And face-off picked up by the Seawolves. Controlled by Bokikio. Cross-ice feed to Shirting. Shirting sends it back across to Kalilo. Sends it down the wall to Bokikio. Back up to Kalilo. Kalilo looking for room. Gets it back over to Hall. Shirting to Hall. Back to Shirting. Shirting down low to Palmieri. Looking for Hall. Hall is going to walk in and fire over the top of the net. Oh, and that rebound off the glass almost went back in.
I've only seen that happen once. And that happened to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But we're going to see some penalties now.
Yeah, it looks like Bokikio is going to go here. And I'm not sure if an Eagle's going to go too, but someone's going. Maybe it's Palmieri again. He's already had one penalty. Yeah, so well,
got a lot of people.
So unfortunately, Palmieri's going to go to the box and nullify the power play. We'll have some 4-on-4 action, and the faceoff will be back in the single zone. Again, having some discipline in your game is important. You know, there's a lot of passion in this game, but you gotta use the matter between the ears sometimes to make it work. Yep. Face-off to the left of Yoder. Picked up by the Seawolves. We'll have some 4-on-4 action here for a little while. Nice feed here to Stemke. He's going to break to the net. Stemke tripped down. No call. Back to the Shirting. Walks in. Fires. Save. And Stemke's still down.
Yeah, Stemke hit the ice hard after getting tripped like that.
Yeah. And Stemke going at it with Jensentic as Hall's trying to find another player.
He also took a little gut shot from Parda as he was getting up.
As Osaski got on the ice off sides, unfortunately. Stemke's really, really slow to the wall, to the bench. We hope he's okay. He went down really hard. We'll watch it again here. And again, it's Janketic. Clearly took his feet out. I mean, this is Osaski working around his man, coming behind the net, making a butt move and a shot. And a save by Parda. Good play here to keep that puck in the zone. Picked up by Hall. Down to Osaski, trying to get it to Kawicki. But Kawicki was there. Osaski couldn't get him to the puck. Hall turns in front of the net, shoots. Saved by Parda. And that puck get loose in the neutral zone. Oh, Kawicki could have got it, but he backhand play by Hitch and a save by
Nice save
Yoder.
by Yoder. Yoder hasn't seen many shots in the last few minutes. He's seen 12 shots in this period, but most of the play has been in the Niagara zone, so Yoder's been a little bit inactive for the last several minutes.
And Stemke's being looked at by the trainer. Looks like it's his neck and his shoulder because he came in contact with the wall. I think he's going to be okay, but we have to make sure. There is concussion protocol here as well, folks. All right, this is Miller through the neutral zone. With speed is Bokikio. He's got Beniamini with him. Bokikio on the backhander coming around the net. And looking for Miller, trying to get it back to Cartwright. He does. Cartwright sends it down and off the mark. He actually hit an eagle skate. Bounce back to the neutral zone. We're down to 3:49 to go in the second period. There's a giveaway here. Bokikio picks it up, walks in, makes a move, and loses it.
He made one move too many, but unfortunately he had to do it to get around.
Good play by Beniamini just to get that puck out to the neutral zone, setting it back in, killing off and more time on that power play that Niagara has down to 5 seconds to go. Getting ready to come out is Palmieri, and we're all even up. Miller sends it out to the neutral zone, picked up in flight by Osaski. Osaski coming down, being watched by Fish. And this is Fish joining the play here. Fish sends a shot wide. Actually, that wasn't Fish. That was number 8. That was Stockwell. Seawolves bounce it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Seether. Seether looks like he's playing defense, not forward today. I could be wrong about that. Good play here by Kasha, trying to take his man off. And good stick positioning here by the Seawolves, not allowing that puck to get to the net. Moser coming down on left wing. Makes a spin move. Tries to get it to Wasoski and Crockett, both coming to the net. And both knocked down. Picked up by Crockett again, sends it back down behind the net. Bozer on the forecheck. Kasha pitching in, sends it back around to Wasoski. Wasoski trying to make a play off the wall. Back up the wall and all the way out of the zone. Crockett will get back there for the Seawolves.
We're now down getting to the last 2 minutes of the period.
Bozer just trying to get that puck deep, and they're going to go for a change, but no, not getting out. Seawolves got to do a better job getting that puck deep. And that's gloved down by the goaltender, and he'll hold it. As that line change needed to happen, but they got to get that puck deep.
Now, as we saw the last rush that was down in the zone, Eddie Zowski actually took down Seether. Zowski stands at 5'8", 160. Seether is 6'4", 245. So you got to be impressed with Eddie Zowski on that one.
Face off to the left. Lynn on the draw for the Seawolves. He wins it back to Heffernan, to Kasha. Kasha up to Cassina. Cassina trying to get it out, but could not. Now we'll try again. And the puck is loose, and it's still loose. Seawolves trying to get it out. Lynn gets it out to the neutral zone. And picked up by Gustin. It's a 2-on-1 potential. Good play by Heffernan, taking that puck right away from Evans. And that shot goes wide. Picked up by Kasha. Kasha over to Cassina in the neutral zone. He's got Lynn with him, trying to break to the net. Lynn with the backhander. We're going to have a penalty here.
It's going to be on Stony Brook.
It's going to be on Stony Brook. Obviously, they touched the puck.
Well, you saw on that rush, it's going to be a roughing penalty. Cassina and Lynn kind of got a little too close to each other because they were both going for the puck at the same time. In that situation, communication is key.
Yes.
Where one has to say, "I got it," and the other backs off, or gets to another area of the ice where he can get a rebound.
All right, Cassina will sit for 2 for roughing. Down to 1:19 left to go in the second period. Stony Brook up by the score of 5-1. Face off to the left of Yoder. JT Hall on the draw, and he's out there with Sherding. Sherding will try to get that puck out, and Stemke is out there as well. Sherding will get that puck and try to get it deep. Sherding pushing his man off the puck. Hall battling also for the puck. Seawolves doing a good job. Still trying to stay on the offense, even though they're on the PK. Up to the neutral zone. Cross-ice feed. Over to Sustak. Sustak with the puck. Gets it to Peters. Peters' pass across was deflected out of the zone. Picked up by Hazlitt. Coming down on his off wing. He's bumped to the wall. Good play there by Miller. Taking that body. Here's JT Hall making a nice move. And it's one-on-one. He's got Janicek one-on-one. Here comes Hall. Nice move. He walks in. Oh, just off the stick. And he picks it right back up. JT Hall. Oh, there's a goal for Bozer. The backhander. Short-handed goal for the Seawolves.
It's going to make it 6-1 here. Very late in the second period. We're going to watch that again. And it's a smart play by Bozer, just hanging on to that puck and getting that goal.
Part is getting up really slow. I think he really stretched out big time to try to make that save.
But right, here's the play from Hall. He kicks it around Janketic. He's going to steal the puck back, and here comes Bozer right in the slot. Nobody around him. Goes to the backhand and goes right over the glove. And for Hall, that's going to be his 4th assist of the game.
Yeah, it's really hard to try to cover JT Hall, you know. And if you're doing it one-on-one and you're gassed, and I think Janketic might have been a little gassed toward the end of a shift, it's really tough to do that. He's just so good with his stick work. All right, face-off to the right of Yoder as we're down to 10 seconds to go. Face-off won back by the Eagles. This is Mitch with the shot and the pass across the neutral zone. Actually, in the crease, I meant. And we got something going on down there now. There's Bavaro going after a Seawolf. I don't know what for, but it's kind of pointless at this point. It's the face-off to the left, and that's it. We got to take them both off. Folks, this is setting itself up for a pretty nasty third period.
Yeah, when you see games get
when they get like this, they get nasty.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we saw it last year in the Delaware series, where Stony Brook took a big lead pretty quickly into the game.
So they're pulling Parda now with 3.8 to go.
And you might as well at that point
to see if they can't get an extra man and maybe take advantage. So hang tight, folks. We're almost done here for the second period. 3.8 to go. Stony Brook has dominated the second period. First period was kind of even. Second period, more domination by the Seawolves. Face off to the right of Yoder. Back to the point. Shot by, right over the top. Good hard shot, but by Bew. Took that hard shot, whizzing over the top. So, folks, at the end of two, Stony Brook Seawolves are up by the score of 6-1. Shots through two periods, 30 for the Seawolves, 19 for Niagara. And the Seawolves will have to kill off a 42-second penalty when we get back to the third period. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be back for the start of the third period in just a little bit.
Welcome back here to Seawolves Hockey Live. We're about to start the third period here. I'm Andy Sukov alongside Andy Mignani. We're going to take you through the stats here from the second period. It was a 4-goal outburst for the Seawolves, started by Frank Kasha early on, about 6 minutes in, from Stemke and Hall, and that was one of 3 assists for Chris Stemke in the period, and 3 assists for JT Hall as well. Brendan Colello scored about 5 minutes later, and that was as part of both 2 goals, 12 seconds apart. Colello from Stemke and Hall, and then JT Hall of a beautiful feed from Chris Stemke 11 seconds later. And then a shorthanded goal by Brian Bozer, his first of the season from JT Hall, with 17 seconds left in the period.
That was a sight.
Yeah, it was. It was perfect, really perfect play by Hall. He got around Janketic, sees Bozer coming through the slot, and just feeds onto the stick. Bozer goes right to the backhand, puts it up and in. A lot of penalties that period. I mean, we can go from there. First started with Devin Palmieri taking an interference penalty, and that was one of 2 penalties he took that period. He took a roughing penalty with about 5 minutes to go. Janketic went on for tripping at 12:36, as well as there were coincidental minors for roughing. And then we didn't see Janketic come out onto the ice for quite a while, as it wound up being, he was in the box for a while. Seither went off for roughing. As like I mentioned, Palmieri went off, and then Cosino went off for roughing for Stony Brook with a minute 19 to go in the period. So Stony Brook will be shorthanded for the next 42 seconds when we come back. 30 shots on goal for the Seawolves, 19 for Niagara. And this is a big period for Stony Brook. They have a 6-1 lead, but they can't get conservative.
When before the second period started, I said, we don't want to see this team come back in the second period like they've done in the past with a little bit of energy, not enough energy, and right away let up a goal and get down in the dumps and then have to fight hard to get back. Boy, I got to tell you, they reversed that big time.
They put all those fears to bed because they came out like a house on fire, and even though they didn't score for the first 6 minutes of the period, the next 14 minutes were clearly all them.
And I think what the Seawolves are going to have to do is they're going to have to win all their home games. They're going to have to. They're going to have to learn how to win on the road. They got some young guys in the lineup who have not been here. Maybe they've been here as players, sub-players, but not players playing in the game, and a lot of them are in the game tonight. And they're getting the feel of, okay, we can do this. And then, you go on the road, you got to figure out a way to win on the road.
Yeah, playing on the road is not easy because you're in unfamiliar territory, and you're dealing with travel issues that you don't deal with when you're at home.
Correct. So Andy's going to bail me out in the third period. As you know, folks, it sounds like I'm losing my voice a little bit. So
we got to make sure that you're all good for
tomorrow. It's going to be Andy Sukov's pipes bringing you through the third period. I'll do some commentating.
So we're about to get started here. So, Andy, I'm going to ask you here, what if you're Coach Brzezinski right now, what are you telling your team?
I'm telling my team right now is, look, don't look at the scoreboard. We got to play another game here tomorrow. We need to play this game like we're just starting. Don't look at the scoreboard. Take one shift at a time. Play hard. Finish your checks. Finish your plays. Take shots from every angle you can and crash the net. And then be defensively sound in every zone of the ice. That's what I tell them.
Well, 42 seconds of power play time for Niagara here. It's going to be Evans taking the face-off against Crockett. Out there for Niagara, you have Peters, McNamara, Bew, Janketic. For the Seawolves, Bozer, Crockett, Miller, and Shirty.
All right, we're just waiting for the timekeeper to get everything ready to go.
And we're gonna be waiting another minute because the ice is still very wet, so they're gonna try to let it dry up a little bit longer. Looks like we are about underway here. Pincus drops the gun, and it's gonna be taken by Niagara. Janketic with it. Puts it cross ice for Bew. Bew through center. It's stolen by Bozer. Bozer into the offensive zone. Shot blocked by Janketic. Goes into the corner. Bozer gets the rebound. He's hit by Bew. Janketic comes to help. Crockett looks to poke it away. It's going to be taken by Evans.
Janketic's throwing some rabbit punches there. Not being noticed by the referee, by the way.
Evans in the defensive zone has it poked away. It's going to be taken by Bozer, who clears it just outside. So Niagara's going to have to regroup. Sent out far side for Peters. Peters back to Janketic. Janketic gets around We're now down to 7 seconds left on the penalty. Cosina about to come out of the box. Here comes Mitch. Mitch in on Miller. He turns back around to the point. He's just going to dump it down. Seawolves are now at full strength. Miller fights in the corner. He's hit by Evans. Puck taken by Crockett. Crockett flips it up the boards. He's looking for Palmieri. He can't get to it. It's taken by Evans. Evans down into the corner. It's going to be poked away and taken by Mitch. Mitchell on the far boards. He's hit by Crockett. That's going to be taken by Stony Brook. Shirting flips it around. Taken by Miller. Miller up the near boards. He's going to wrap it up the half boards and into the neutral zone. It's knocked down by Vecchio as Niagara goes on a change. Miller drops in. Palmieri behind him. Miller slows up looking for Palmieri. He's stopped by Vecchio. He can't get to it. Palmieri gets behind the net. He's getting helped by Boquicchio. Boquicchio flips it around. Beniamini was going after. He gets hit hard into the boards by Vecchio. And Andy, we're seeing Niagara throw a lot more weight around this period to start out.
Like I said, I believe a coach with the experience that the Niagara coach has, he's just telling his players, look, it's a 0-0 score, third period. Don't even count it. Just go out and play it like it's the first.
Vecchio controls for Niagara. He's going into the defensive zone. He's going one-on-one with Heffernan. Gets around and Heffernan pokes it away, and they're both taken down. Puck stuck up along the boards. It's going to be taken by Vecchio. Heffernan still on him. Taken out by Peters. Peters' shot goes wide of the net. Rebounded by Gustin. Gustin sends it in, and it's going to be shot by Fish, goes wide. Palmieri gets the rebound and flips it out. Good play there by Palmieri so that Seawolves can get a change. It goes all the way down.
Yeah, Seawolves needed to get a change there. They were kind of gassed. 30-second, 40-second shift max in the third period right now with the 6-1 lead.
Puck sent all the way down. Cartwright going to pick up. Fish giving chase. He's in the corner for Heffernan. Heffernan's going to start the rush. He flips it into the neutral zone for Hall. Hall drives in with Stempke and Colello. 3-on-2 here. Colello shot kicked away by Parda. Heffernan gets the rebound. He's going to send it back out to Cartwright on the far point. His wrist shot goes wide. It's going to be picked up by Fish. Fish sends it to center for Evans. Evans flips it in. It's taken by Heffernan. Heffernan cross ice for Cartwright. Cartwright into the neutral zone of the far boards. He sends a long pass into Colello. Colello goes offsides, however, and we're going to face off in the neutral zone. 3 minutes into the period here, 31-19 the shot total in favor of the Seawolves, 6-1 still to score.
I think really the key here for the third period for the Seawolves, with the lead being what it is really to stay fresh. Don't get caught on the ice too long. Do your 30-second, 35, 40-second max shift, get off. And I think that's a good way, a good recipe for the third period for the Seawolves.
Ball controls over to Stempke. Stempke, his shot goes high and wide. Rebounded by Patterson. Patterson dumps it down as it be picked up by Hazlitt. Hazlitt wraps it all the way around for Janketic. Janketic working his way. He gets around Colello, sends it back around the board. Stolen by Stempke off of Hazlitt's stick. Out to Patterson. Patterson, he can't keep it in. It just got past the blue line. Patterson missed it by about a centimeter.
Yeah, Patterson, I think, just took his eye off the puck just briefly, and the puck fluttered on his stick, and he backed his stick up, and the puck went over the line. Not by much, but just enough.
Eli Lynn taking the faceoff here for the Seawolves, and he controls. It's taken by Cosina. Cosina flips it back to Patterson. Patterson dumps it down. It's going to be picked up by Janketic. Bakari gives chase. He flips it out to Ball. Ball at the near boards, gets it out to Gasowicz. Stuck up along the boards. Cosina controls for the Seawolves. Back to Kasha. Kasha through the neutral zone for Bakari. Bakari flips it up and into the offensive zone. Stolen from him by Hazlitt. Hazlitt can't control it, so it's back at center ice, taken by Cosina. Cosina cross ice near side for Kasha. Kasha dumps it all the way down. Bakari gives chase. It's going to be Hazlitt gets there first. Hazlitt flips it up and out. Patterson wasn't able to control. Now taken by Kasha. Kasha taped the tape to Patterson. Patterson looking for Cosina, goes wide of his stick and taken by Janketic. Sends a long pass out the Ball. Ball has a stick lifted by Lynn, and Lynn controls. We've seen a lot of strong defensive play by Eli Lynn today, Andy. I'm very impressed with what I've seen.
First game, not too bad.
Puck down behind the net.
I'd like to see him in the lineup again tomorrow because I think what he did today was really good. Now, that play was tough. Kasha needs to get off the ice. He's probably out there too long.
We're going to see a full line change here. Bakari pulling to get off the ice. Taken by McNamara. McNamara through center. It's taken by Gustin. Gustin dumps it down. Patterson keeps it close. Looking for Wazowski off the boards. It's going to be taken by Vecchio. Vecchio has it poked away. Wazowski has to touch back on side. So Vecchio controls for Niagara. He's going to drive in. He makes a slap shot, leaves it back for McNamara. McNamara has it poked away, and it's going to go all the way back down. Smart play by Crockett there. Parda comes way out of the net to dump it into the neutral zone. Picked up by Mitch. Mitch loses it. McNamara keeps it close. It's taken by Ozowski in the defensive zone. 14:50 to go here in the period. Crockett through the neutral zone into the offensive zone up the near boards. Centering pass for Ozowski. His shot goes wide.
That was a perfect feed. He just got it off the heel of the stick.
Kowicki keeps it in. His shot is deflected and knocked down by Seither. Going to go into the neutral zone. Bozer pokes it away. He's going to control for the Seawolves. Kick by Ozowski to Crockett stick. Crockett back in. Looking for the centering pass to Mitch. Lets the stick. Can't control it.
Ooh.
Goes
Bozer
in.
got knocked down and he's hurt.
He
got hit up in the neck area.
He got hit high. And you can see he's holding his neck.
He may have been cut.
Yeah, he's making sure that he isn't bleeding. Puck taken by Ozowski. He gets hit along the boards. Good. And it's going to be stolen away from him by Stockwell. Stockwell shot. What a shot by Ozowski. He stole it off of Stockwell's pass.
And he's been stoned out today. Couple of opportunities there.
Pakikio gets upended by Hazlitt, and he's going to control and dump it down. Yoder puts a stick on it, leaves it for Kowicki. Kowicki gets hit along the boards by Susak. And it's stuck up along the board. It's going to be taken by Peters. Peters goes out to the point for Janketic. His shot goes wide of the net. Pakikio intercepting for the rebound. Gustin cuts him off. Comes out to the neutral zone. It's going to be taken by Peters. Peters for Sustak. Stolen by Palmieri and dumped down. Seeing a lot more frantic play here in the neutral zone by Niagara.
Good play by Palmieri throwing that hit on Jasanic, who's been taking liberties with the Seawolves all game.
Janketic been very physical out there. We're down to 13:10 to go. Pakikio gets around Gustin. He's going to wrap around out to the point for Sherding.
Good body position there by Bokikio.
Sherding dumps it back down. It's going to be taken by Palmieri. Palmieri flips it out for Beniamini. Beniamini wrap around shot saved by Parda, and he's just going to hold on for the whistle. Beniamini doing very well to see that wraparound. Parda had left that spot and then open, and he slides back quick. We're going to watch the replay here. Here's the shot that Ozowski missed. Crockett with a perfect centering pass. We're going to watch it right here.
Yeah, there's the slash on Bozer.
Actually. So he took a huge hit up to the neck. Good to see he didn't get cut, because that would have been 4 minutes. Colello going to take. Colello can't control. It's taken by Janketic. Hall pokes it away, and he's going to maintain possession for the Seawolves. Backhand pass for Colello goes into the corner. Janketic gives chase. Colello gets hit hard along the boards. He's going to go out to the far side. Hall controls. Hall with 2 goals and 4 assists today. So he's just looking to add on to these big numbers. He's already doubled his point total in this game alone.
Yep, and he'll feast on teams that give him that kind of space.
When you're given that kind of space, you have to take it. As that puck was dumped down by Stockwell, actually that was Fish, and it was coming close as Evans was converging. Yoder just puts a glove on it to get the whistle.
All right.
We're down to 12:25 to go here in the third. 6-1, Stony Brook still leads. The last goal scored was by Brian Bozer on the shorthanded opportunity. With 17 seconds left to go in the second. Face-off won by Stony Brook. So he's sent out to the neutral zone for Hall. Hall dumps it down. Colello gives chase. They're going to say it's an icing. And Stony Brook has a legitimate gripe because Colello had the position. That's one of those you don't want the clock to stop. You want the clock to keep going. Let it keep going. And Coach Garofalo is not happy because he knows that Colello had the inside position.
Been a couple iffy calls tonight by the linesmen, so that was just another one.
Face-off won by Niagara. Quick shot goes wide of Yoder. Sent out to the neutral zone for Colello. Colello dumps it down, giving chase to Seither. Hall right behind him. Left out for Bew. Bew back for Seither. Seither behind his own net. Watched by Stemke. He's going to flip it up into the neutral zone, taken by Bew. Bew has it poked away by Sherding. Nice play there. That's
Good job by Sherding.
Yeah, Sherding has done very well defensively. Picked up by Hall. Hall looking back for Sherding. Sherding looking for cross-ice Heffernan. Heffernan couldn't get to it as it was poked away by McNamara. It's going to be dumped back down as the Seawolves go for a change.
It's a good play by Heffernan there just to take the offsides.
Now Bew with it. Watched by Heffernan. He's going to get knocked out the puck. and Sheridan controls. It's deflected by Mitch and sent back into the corner where Sheridan controls. Sheridan off the far boards for Cosina. Cosina looking for Lynn.
Nice move by Cosina there to get that puck out.
Cosina's got good puck awareness, as we've seen in the defensive zone. He's done very well to start rushes, and that's gonna earn him more ice time as the season goes on. Kasha brings it in. Swatch by Gustin. Shot saved by Pardick. He didn't lost it. It's out in front, and Niagara controls. It's gonna be picked up by Selak. Selak gets it caught up in the skates. It's taken back by Kasha. Kasha over to Cartwright. Back cross ice for Kasha. Kasha working back behind the net. He's being chased by 2 Purple Eagles. He's going to flip it up the boards and out of the zone.
That's the safe play.
Seawolves go on a change. Bakari and Jinketic get tied up. It's now in the neutral zone. Backhanded in by Azowski. Bakari goes after it. He gets hit by Selak, but stays up.
Bakari's solid. Not huge in size, but just solid player, you know?
Yeah, he
good foundation.
Kasha cross ice back for Cartwright. Cartwright up the far boards. He's going to dump it down. Parda plays the puck. Azowski watching him, but Janketic is going to control. Janketic working behind the net. Up the near boards for Ball. Ball dumps it down. It's taken in the neutral zone by Cartwright.
Stony Brook's doing a good job on the forechecking. They are, making it more difficult for them to get out of their zone at this point. There's a nice tough play there to get the puck in the Stony Brook zone, but they had to work really hard to get it in.
Zowski looks to poke it away from Vecchio. He can't. He taken by Bozer. Bozer dumps it back down. It's taken by Cartwright. Cartwright cross ice to the near side for Kasha.
Good to see Bozer back on the ice.
Kasha whips it all the way around. It's taken by Vecchio. Vecchio clears it out. Crockett can't control it. It's taken by Stockwell. Stockwell's hit along the board. It's taken by Stusak. He's getting shot, knocked away with the stick by Yoder. Nice save there. We haven't called his name much this period. Kasha controls it out in front. Shot by Peters, gets deflected. Goes into the near corner. It's taken by Stockwell. Stockwell hit by Kasha. Kasha wraps it around the boards.
Good play by Bozer.
Gets to the Bozer. Bozer going 2-on-2 here with Azowski. Working along Peters. He's going to dump it down. It's going to be taken by Sider. Sider gets watched by Azowski. He's going to dump it behind the net, leaving for Janketic. Janketic working his way into the neutral zone through center. He's going to drive in, taking on everybody at once. His shot goes wide. It's behind the net. Dusak and Benyamini go after it. It's taken now by
He was a little slow getting to that puck. Now a bad bounce off the boards. Now back out.
That was going to be taken by Benyamini. Benyamini's got Bakikio. Shot sticked away by Pardo.
Oh, we got another stick.
That's another stick. That's going to be
in the face.
That's going to be Palmieri who took the stick to the face, and that one's going to be called. We're down to 8:34 here to go in the third. As we're gonna watch that. Here's the outlet pass. Now we're
Keep
gonna
your eye
watch.
on 71.
Here's Palmieri here, and he just takes a stick right to the face. Yeah. I don't think it was intentional by Stockwell, but that's still a dangerous play.
It's been kind of a consistent move in this third period. We watched 2 players now get the sticks up into the faces of the Seawolves.
Yeah, because what happened was he lifted Palmieri's stick, and then as he lost contact with Palmieri's stick, that's what the stick got him in the face.
So it looks like we're down to 8:34.
And it's going to be a power play here for the Seawolves. It's taken by Benyamini. He's hit by Gustin. It's taken by Azowski. Azowski in the corner, leaving it for Benyamini. Benyamini out to the point for Cartwright. Cartwright wanted to slap shot, kicked away by
deflection. Soski's now going to get called for a penalty, crashing into the goaltender, even though the goaltender was really out at the top of the crease. But you got to watch. You can't hit the goalie.
So Azowski goes off for goaltender interference, and that's going to put the kibosh on that power play. As he was going for the kick save, Azowski was right there, but in a situation like that, it is what it is. So the faceoff's going to come all the way back down into the Stony Brook zone. We're going to play 4-on-4 for a minute 42, and then Niagara's going to have the power play for 18 seconds. Benyamini going to take the faceoff here against Mitch. And Mitch controls, but Stemke pokes it away. Stemke, he's going to drive up the neutral zone on the far side. He gets around Vecchio, but Vecchio pokes it away and controls. It's now pushed along by Bew. Bew has it knocked away by Kowicki, but maintains possession. His shot is sticked away by Yoder. really didn't have much on it. Out to the point for Vecchio. Vecchio back from Mitch. Mitch, wrist shot deflected by Bu, and it goes wide. Picked up by Beniamini. Beniamini at the far board leaves it back for Kawicki. Kawicki up the board for Shirting. Shirting now for Beniamini. Beniamini with a nice move around Vecchio.
Good
Now for
2-on-1.
Stemke. You got a 2-on-1 here. Stemke for Beniamini. Shot. Kicked away by Parda. As it looks like he got the stick in just as Beniamini was committing to the shot. Down to 7:31 to go here in the third. Shot is blocked by Shirting and picked up by Stemke. Stemke and Hall now going 2-on-2. Stemke leaves it back for Hall. Hall, and Stemke draws a penalty here, so there goes Yoder to the box. And now we're going to get the whistle here as it's touched up by Mitch. And you can clearly see the trip that Stemke was able to draw.
Looks like it's going to be Janketic again.
Janketic, we've been saying his name a lot, and really not in a good way. His name has been synonymous with penalty box. That's got to be at least his third penalty of the game. No, the first penalty, we've been calling his name a lot. The first penalty that we had, that was the one after the goal that never got confirmation on. So now we're going to play 4-on-3 for a little bit for 41 seconds.
A lot of open ice here for the Seawolves.
Really, a lot of open ice. Here's Kawicki after Shirting.
No look pass by Shirting right down on the tape to Bokikio. Wow. Good shot by Shirting.
And that's going to be kicked away by Parda. Shirting with another rebound. Back to Kawicki. Kawicki wide the slide shot. It goes wide of the net. Shirting gets a rebound. His shot, score!
Oh. Wow. Shirting just ripped that wrist shot. That one that he's got. And I'll tell you, folks, when he gets it on the tape, but he's 20 feet out, I'm going Shirting.
We're going to watch that here. Here's the shot from Kawicki. It goes wide. Shirting gets a rebound. He goes glove high. The Seawolves have had that all game long, and now they're really exploiting. It is now 7-1 in favor of the Seawolves. And for Shirting, that's going to be his second point of the game. He had an assist earlier in the game.
Power play goal.
And that will be a power play goal, yes. For Shirting, that's his first goal of the season. And so we're going to play 4 aside for the next 36 seconds. Shirting his first from Kawicki with 6:47 to go in the period.
And for this team to be successful, Frank Shirting needs to score.
And he did just that.
Look at Bokikio now with the speed.
Bokikio looks for a centering pass for Hall. Hall couldn't get to it. It's going to be dumped all the way back down. And this should be an icing. They're saying no icing. They're saying it was hit by a Niagara player. So Yoder just puts a glove on it and stops it. So this team, we've now seen their power play score 2 goals on 6 attempts. So a 33% clip on the power play is pretty good.
We'll take it.
Shot total is now 39-21 in favor of the Seawolves. 7-1 the score. Hall takes the faceoff against Stockwell deep in the zone to the right of Yoder. To the left. It's to our right. It's taken by Hall. Hall with Bokikio.
Oh, look at that.
Hall gets tripped up.
That was
and they're not gonna call it.
That's a can opener, folks. If you've never seen one before in hockey, that's what you call it.
And so now Soderberg's on the power play for another 55 seconds. It's going to be dumped all the way back down. Yoder's going to play the puck. Leaves it for Kasha. Kasha's going to start behind the net. This is now the 7th power play for the Seawolves. Cross-ice pass from Cartwright to Ozowski. Ozowski watched by Vecchio. He's going to go around the net, wrap around, stopped by Parda. It's out in front. Stemke can't control it because he had a good opportunity if he was able to have that on the tape. Leaves it out for Beniamini. Beniamini behind the net for Ozowski. 20 seconds left on the power play.
Thunderbrook moving the puck really well here, really well.
Ozowski looking out for it. He was looking
until
for
he
Cartwright.
heard me say that, then he threw it to nobody.
He was looking for Cartwright. Cartwright wasn't in position to field that puck. 10 seconds left on the power play here with 5:20 to go in the period. Stuck up at center. It's going to be taken by Gazowicz. Out for Ball. Ball, his shot saved by Yoder. He's just going to watch it right into the pads.
Yoder's been solid for Seawolves since the first period. I mean, he's really let in 1 goal, and the one that he let in really, was a good goal.
But Yoder today has made 22 saves on 23 shots.
And folks, we'll be back here again tomorrow at noon.
So tomorrow's an early start, so make sure you're tuned in early.
It's a 12 o'clock start, so
Niagara controls. He's pinned up on the boards as Stockwell by Kasha. He escapes out. His shot goes wide. Cartwright goes after the rebound. Stockwell right on top of him. His knockout to the slot. Bavaro can't control. It's taken by Stony Brook and cleared out. Gustin controls it center. Taken by Bavaro. Bavaro dumps it down. Cartwright keeps it close. Now Kashi with it. Kashi out the far board. She was looking for Cosina. Couldn't get it to him. Now behind the net, Cartwright. Cartwright watched by Evans. Flipped up and past Cosina, so they'll be taken by Seither. Seither brings it back into his zone. Up the far boards for Fish.
Good play by Cartwright there to get that puck off the glass high.
Shot by Evans, saved by Yoder. Wow.
Boy, and I tell you, for someone who's not seen a lot of shots, Yoda coming up big right there.
That was a nice kick.
We'll watch it on the replay here.
We'll watch that again.
Here's a cross-sized feed here. He loses the puck.
Here's Bavaro.
And he makes the play.
And he's watching all the way, and Yoder just throws the left leg out, makes the save, and Evans, you have to think, is dumbfounded that he wasn't able to stuff that one in.
Saves Quicky's bacon on that one.
This faceoff taken by Niagara, picked up by Bew. Bew off the half boards is taken by Heffernan. Heffernan gets tripped up.
But you got to realize the refs are not going to make these calls now. They're not going to make them. They're going to make,
as we're down to the last 4 minutes in a 6-goal game, you're going to see everybody just kind of wants to get out of here.
They will call the Seawolves, trust me, but they're not going to call Niagara on a play like that. They haven't made that call all day.
Puck is jammed up along the near boards. Heffernan can't clear it out. It's taken now by Hall. Hall gets a push from Stemke, and it's taken by Mitch. Mitch for McNamara. McNamara whiffs on the shot, gets his own rebound. He's shoved by Heffernan into the boards, and that's a little bit of retribution for earlier in the game. It's taken by the Seawolves. They're breaking out. Hall with Stemke. Hall passes out to Stemke. He goes wide of his stick. Colello can't control. We're down to 3.5 minutes here. It's up along the netting. Colello can't get to it. It's going to be taken by Janketic. Sent around the boards. Hall goes after it. It's taken by Bew. Bew sends it back near side for Janketic. Janketic, he's going to start. Wraps around, gets it by Hall, and gets knocked down. Hall gets the rebound. Shot saved by Parda, and now he puts in his hat-trick goal. There it is.
Hall, JT Hall, all right, maybe he hooked the guy down and the referee didn't make the call. Little retribution on that, but let's watch the replay here. What JT Hall does with the stick work and how he's able to navigate. Watch how he makes this move here. He'll take him down, okay, hooks him down. Now watch what he does with the puck. The goaltender's got him. He's 3 feet away. Boom, boom, and one more.
It was the third chance. He missed on the first two. Parda kicked the first two away, and then Hall gets the third.
And Hall didn't move his feet. He stayed in the same spot. The rebound came back to him, and that's how you score goals.
Yep. So for Hall, that's his third of the game, and his sixth of the season. I'm sorry, seventh of the season.
I wonder how many hat tricks JT Hall has as a Stony Brook Seawolf.
That's the second one I remember. It's now going to be dumped down. It's going to be picked up by Burke.
Bokikio. He could have did a pullback on that puck. He could have been on the short side.
Bokikio was looking for Palmieri. It's taken by Vecchio. Vecchio dumps it down. JT Hall has a 7-point night. He has 3 goals and 4 assists. So he picked up by Palmieri. Palmieri flips it up for Bokikio. Bokikio gets hit off the puck by Vecchio. That was a nice play by Vecchio.
Vecchio got the worst of that one.
He did take the brunt of that one. It's going to be dumped down by Selak and picked up by Burke. Burke has it knocked down by Miller, and Eli Lynn puts a hand on it to knock it down. Palmieri gets knocked out the puck. It's going to be taken back out by Bew.
It's good to see that Coach Garofalo has these young guys out there playing the last part of this game. Xavier Patterson seeing a lot of ice time in the third period here. So is Eli Lynn, Bakari.
Shot total's now 41-25.
Although Bakari's not a young player, but he's still getting a lot of look time here, and that's good because they're going to need these guys. Whoa, nice feed here.
Brought in by Stockwell. Stockwell shot, score.
And there's a goal.
A nice setup pass.
Little breakdown defensively there.
There's a breakdown defensively. Nice setup by Peters, getting it right to Stockwell's stick, and he went glove high on Yoder. And Yoder's been fantastic all night. But in a game where it was 8-1, now 8-2.
Little breakdown on the defense there. You know, it's going to happen late in the game. Pedals off. Down to the last 1:39 to go.
For Stockwell, that's his 3rd goal of the season. For Peters, that's his 5th assist. Face-off won by the Seawolves. Heffernan controls. Cross ice for Kowicki. Kowicki through center for Crockett. Crockett looks for Bozer, gets it into the offensive zone. His shot, gloved down by Parda. He's going to hang on for the whistle.
It'll be interesting to see if Parda gets the start tomorrow. You know, he's seen a lot of rubber tonight, 41 shots.
There's two ways to look at it. There's one, you could say, we lost with him today, let's go with our other goal to see if we can get back on track. The other is, let's keep him out there, see if we can get his confidence back up. Face-off controlled by Niagara. It's taken by Janketic. Janketic wraps it around for Mitch. Mitch has his pass for Peters is stolen by Crockett. Crockett drives in, shot is blocked in front, and it's going to be taken by Kowicki at the point. Whistle on a shot, taken by Stockwell. Stockwell cross ice for Peters. Peters drives in, 3-on-3 here now, looking for Stusak. Picked up along the boards. We're down to a minute to go here, last minute of play. Peters looking for Stusak. He can't control. It's picked up by Kowicki. Kowicki up the far boards for Bozer. Bozer into the neutral zone. He's got Crockett with him. He's just going to dump it down. Parda plays. Ozalski tries to swipe at it. He misses, and we're going to have an icing here. We're down to 40.7 seconds left here in the period. It should be an icing. So
they're going to do a neutral zone face-off, it looks like, so they'll allow them to change.
So Hall's going to take the face-off here against Gasowicz, and he controls. Hall flips it for Stemke. Stemke can't get it into the offensive zone. It's now Hall on the near boards, watched by Ball. He gets tripped down. That's going to be taken by Gasowicz. Gasowicz to the far side for Hazlitt. Hazlitt dumps it down. Ball goes after it. He's watched by Patterson. We're down to 20 seconds left in the game. Vecchio and Hazlitt get crossed up, so the puck comes back out into the neutral zone. We're down to 10 seconds left. Ball drives in, passes out to Vecchio. Vecchio can't get around Miller. Yoder pokes it away. 5 seconds left. Colella flips it up and out, and that's the game.
All right, we're through the game here. 8-2 is the final score as the Stony Brook University Seawolves defeat the Niagara Purple Eagles. 4 shots on goal through the game, 42 for the Seawolves, 27 for the Purple Eagles. And Andy will be back here again tomorrow.
We will be. I know we don't normally do this, but I'm gonna put out my 3 stars of the game. It's the first line. 3rd star, Brendan Colella for having a 2-point night. Chris Stemke with 3 assists. And then, of course, JT Hall, the number 1 star. 3 goals, 4 assists, including a second period that you can't match that.
I would say that would be the same as my choice as well. Folks, we're going to sign off, but before we do, remember to tune in tomorrow at 12 o'clock to see the Seawolves face off once again against the Niagara Purple Eagles. On behalf of Trevor and Andy Vignani signing off for Seawolves Hockey Live.